Hello everyone and welcome to our latest Whirlwind Heights Forecast Center update. In this forecast, I'm going to talk about the heat wave. I'm going to talk about the fire risk because I figured that out on weather-wise. We're also going to talk about our tropical storm risk in the Pacific Ocean, and the Atlantic Ocean is just not going to get active for a while, by the way. And we're going to talk about some more severe weather outlooks and all that in this forecast. So without much more to talk about in this intro, let's roll the forecast. Alright guys, and I'm going to begin with our severe weather outlooks. We did have a PDS tornado warning last night in the western part of Kentucky. Day one outlook. So for today, we have a slight risk of severe weather 1 for the northern part of the Texas Panhandle, Oklahoma Panhandle, southeastern Colorado, and southwestern Kansas, where we could. And then the other one is for southern Missouri. Our tornado risk for today is non-existent. We have our wind risk. We have a 15% for southern Missouri, and our wind risk is what's mainly driving our slight risk of severe weather. Our double bear slight risk. And our hail risk, which I know was 15% yesterday, it's actually shifted. So our 15% hail risk was here yesterday, and now it's over here in this other slight risk of severe weather. Day 2 outlook is, you guessed it, a slight risk of severe weather. And Memphis is in the center of that. This will be for southern Tennessee, northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, and as northeastern Arkansas. A tornado risk for tomorrow is again non-existent. Wind risk 15%. This is tomorrow. We can actually see significant severe weather now. So 15% significant. Our hail risk. I'm gonna see and again there's a CIG 1 wind risk. So winds up to 80 miles per hour cannot be rolled out in isolated locations. Our hail risk is 5%, incredibly low. Go to day 3 outlook, which is right now a marginal risk of severe weather. Now, we're gonna again. Yesterday's when it was a day 3 outlook. The day 2 outlook when it was a day 3 outlook, it did not look concerning at all, and now there is something significant to talk about on that. So. But for now, day 3 is a marginal risk of severe weather, which I guess it's probably going to get upgraded to a slight risk of severe weather. But, this is for the entire Dixie Valley, basically. So the southeast here. And, again, 5% for severe weather. And there is a slight risk of severe weather, which is a day 5 outlook. So this could actually end up becoming an enhanced risk of severe weather. It is very concerning at the least. A slight risk of severe weather this far north is kind of insane. We have a slight risk of severe weather, basically including the entire state of Maine, the northern parts of Vermont and New Hampshire, as well as the northern part of New York, where we could see severe weather here. And go to day 6, day 7. Day 8. Yeah, there is not. After that, there's not much. But now I'm gonna show you your temperatures because this is really important. Let's go to NAM here. And as you can see, it is pretty hot right now out there in the south. Here in the Mississippi River Valley, and it's going to get a bit hotter here. Temperatures could go up to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, even though, honestly, it doesn't look quite as insane as I was seeing yesterday, at least for now. Temperature, it's just around 100 degrees across here. Not insane, 110, 115 degrees, but it is a bit of a heat wave. Now, there also is a bit of a concerning heat wave up here. And this one's kind of insane. Because it is going to get pretty hot for this far up north. Temperatures up to the 90s are possible. And this is showing some very hot weather. Like, we're talking possibly up to 100 degrees Fahrenheit in isolated locations. Like, yeah, that's 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That rounds up to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty far. That's pretty hot for the areas this far up north. And also, it's going to get, like, up to 95 degrees, like, up here into Manitoba. So, yeah, that's kind of insane. And then this is your heat wave. That's going to be shifting east. So, yeah, we're also going to have a ridge setting up. But I'm also going to talk about our excessive rainfall outlook. Because excessive rainfall. There it is. We have a slight risk of excessive rainfall today for Kentucky, Tennessee, Missouri. So basically the entire Ohio Valley is in this, and so you need to. So yeah, that's a slight risk, including the entire state of Kentucky. Tomorrow, again, the entire state of Kentucky is under a slight risk that's shifted into the northern part of Dixie Alley. This is our day 3 outlook, so that'd be like Sunday. You have a marginal risk, so it's a lot lower, but the risk is still existent. We still have a slight risk of severe weather, or not severe weather. Excessive rainfall for southern Louisiana, southeastern Texas. For our day 5 outlook, actually, this was a slight risk, so we could end up seeing a bit of flooding here in the southern United States. Now I want to go to our wildfire outlook, which I figured that out, and we have an elevated fire risk for Nevada, northern Arizona, northwestern New Mexico, southern Utah, and up into Oregon. So it's a pretty large fire risk where we could see some fires. I'm not seeing anything that's going to get too large, though. And our day 2 elevated fire risk is for Oregon, Washington, Idaho, and there's a sliver of California and Nevada that's in there. Now I want to talk about our tropical activity, which is yet again there is a bit of tropical activity coming out west of Mexico. So this is just off the coast of Mexico. We have a 70% chance of development in the next 7 days. In the next 48 hours, though, the risk of a tropical storm developing is non-existent. So get ready for that, because in the next 7 days, that's probably going to become something. And again, they really need to fix this. Like, what if I use this one? This literally shows it better. Like, I'm not even... Like, why do they show us this satellite here? Alright, regardless, let's go to this one. And we got a medium chance of tropical development out here northeast of South Tarawa. Please tell me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I probably am. But you can see a bit of activity starting to spark up. Now, there is a good chance that in the next 48 hours, we could see some tropical disturbance develop. And it's more than likely going to happen in the next 7 days. There's also a low chance of tropical development out here in north of Kiribati, where we could see something develop in the next 7 days. But generally, it's a low risk, 30%. Also, the Atlantic Ocean, the reason why I don't think things are going to spark up anytime soon is because there's just so much wind shear and so much dust from the Sahara that it's just making it, it's just making it extremely difficult for tropical storms to develop. So in the time period that I thought the only chance for an active tropical season was going to happen, it's not. So honestly, that's now going to lead me to thinking that, this is going to be even more inactive now, because the time period that I did think there was a chance of this being active, it's probably not, which is good news, especially considering what we've seen in the past few years with all these Category 5 hurricanes. We saw Hurricane Melissa hit Jamaica. There was Hurricane Helene. It's just been wild. So, yeah. For those on the coast, for like the first year in a while, we're getting in. We might actually have an inactive hurricane season, so that's good news. And without much more to talk about in this forecast, thank you for watching. All I ask is that you share this so we get to spread the word of weather and also spread the gospel. And we'll see you in the next forecast.